Hello traders, I am Miroslav Popov, the author of Forex Strategy Builder Professional. In that video I will explain you how to set a very useful setup. This chart sent to us by our user Ahmed Rana, and it explains here a very good setup. We are going to set in Forex Strategy Builder and to see how it works. What we have on that chart? We have here a changing trend and two moving averages, and the user wants to open a position and that bar here marked with 0. It is not specified where exactly to open a position, so we assume we are opening here at the beginning of the bar at price open. We open a position when the close of previous bar is higher than moving average with period of 6 and calculated as exponential moving average, and this close must be lower than moving average with period of 14. So this close here must be below the slow moving average and above the fast moving average. How we understand which moving average is slower and faster? It's obvious that the faster moving average is nearer to the price, and the slow moving average is more smooth, that one. So we enter long position when the close of previous bar is between these two moving averages, and not only that, but the close must be above the faster moving average and below the slower. That means the faster moving average must be below the slower moving average. Actually, that is usual way to detect a bear trend, but this setup enters when the trend changes, and that condition, the previous bar must be to be below the slow moving average, means that we're at the beginning of the trend change. We're not somewhere here, we're just in the beginning. We catch the beginning of a rising market eventually. So we have another condition, the high of a bar 2 bars from the current bar. So this is the bar we are trading, and 2 bars earlier. The high of that bar to be below the fast moving average. So what we have, the market is going down, the high of that bar here is below the faster moving average, and the next bar breaks through the moving average and closes above the moving average but below the slow moving average. And if that is satisfied, we'll enter long position here. It will be the same for the short positions, because for strategy builder always trades symmetrical strategies. If we do not use logical groups, we'll see how that works in Forex Strategy Builder. So let's try to set this entry signals in Forex Strategy Builder. I'll open a new strategy. Here in Forex Strategy Builder, we always set signals logic for long positions, and the program makes automatically the short signals. They are mirrored to the long. So we'll open position at bar opening. It will be the same for long and for short positions, and we'll add our conditions. We have 3 conditions here. The first condition is this close price to be above the faster moving average. The second condition is the close to be below the slow moving average, and the third condition is this high here to be below this moving average here. So let's enter the first one. If you want to use only the standard indicators in the Forex Strategy Builder, we don't have a exact indicator to set this setup directly. So I'm going to use a moving average crossover. What is moving average crossover? Let's find it. Moving average crossover. This indicator compares two moving averages, faster and slower. But if we set a faster moving average period to be equal to 1, that means it is the exact price of the bar. For example, the close price. And we'll use the slow moving average to set what we need here. So let's set the first condition. The price, the previous bar closes above the 6 EMA. Let's do it. Here the period is 6. Exponential, this so is exponential, so moving average. For the faster moving average, we leave here simple, so to catch the close of the bar. So simple moving average with period of 1 is the exact close price of the bar. And we have what we have, the logical condition will be fast moving average is higher than slow moving average. Actually, the slow moving average is exponential moving average with period of 6. Okay. Let's set the second condition. Moving average crossover. Close fast is simple 1. Here we have exponential moving average and period 14. So 14 exponential. It's okay. Now how we set that these are the previous bars? Actually, the program does that automatically, and this is very important because we're opening a position at bar open at the first price of the bar, and we have indicators here, moving averages. These moving averages are calculated on close price, but this close price of the bar is not yet known. It will be fixed for the previous bar, but not yet. It will be known as when the bar finishes. So the program set here, use previous bar value attribute option. It is set automatically and you cannot change it because this is very, very important. That means in such cases, the program will use actually the previous bars. Let's see that on the chart. I'll click here on the chart and go back. What we have here, why we enter here short, something is not correct. Let's return. Fast moving average crosses all. No, we have fast moving average is lower than slow moving average because actually this is this condition. The close must be below than moving average of 14. Okay, 14. Fast moving average represents the bar close price. Okay, let's return to the chart. Here we have long position. The market enters between the two moving averages. The faster moving average is lower than the slow moving average, and this is the close price. We open long position here. This is good. Let's see for the short position. The market enters between the moving averages. It closes below the faster moving average, and we open short position. Here we see how the symmetrical, the mirrored logic works. We are clear that here we have to open long position and here we have to open short position because the faster moving average here is below the slower, and here is the opposite. This is the faster. The faster is always nearer to the price. So the program can clearly decide whether to open long or short. Okay, here is up to now is okay, but what to do with the third condition? We have the high of a bar 2 bars ago to be below the moving average with period of 6. Let's try to set it. Moving average crossover, like that. Fast to be below. Okay, let's set period 1, period 6. Let's set here exponential moving average. Okay, and I will use here this signal shift parameter. That means actually the program uses previous bar automatically, but if I want this to be shifted 1 bar more, I use this signal shift option. This is 0 by default, so we don't have shift. Let I set it. Okay, let's return to the chart. And we leave this to be the close price. So the previous bar closes above the moving average and this bar enters inside. The previous 2 bars ago actually is above. the previous bar is between, we enter short, where we have long entry. Here, this bar closes below the faster, this bar enters inside the chart, and we open long. It is good enough, but it's not what exactly the setup says. The setup says that the high of the bar must be below the faster moving average, not the close price. And here is the problem. How to set that in Forex Strategy Builder? We can do that, but it's not good. We can set here this indicator to be based on high price, but it automatically makes the moving average also to be based on the high price. And we have here 3 moving averages. So for this third condition, the previous high, you see here what we have. This bar enters here between the moving averages, and this high here must be below the faster moving average, but actually this is below a moving average calculated on the high prices, and this is the problem. Another problem is that when we set a high price, this is also the high price for the short positions. If you go to the overview, here in the overview, the strategy explains the logic, the problem explains the logic of the strategy. We see here for the short position, we have also moving average calculated on high prices. Actually, this is not what we want. We can improve a little bit the setup if we set logical groups. What are the logical groups? By default, these opening logic conditions all are with logical groups A, and the program doesn't show these symbols here, but we can set different logical groups, for example B, and we can set logical group A to be for long positions and logical group B to be for short positions. So I have to set this indicator again, and to set for him logical group B, and also I have to use another indicator named long or short, and in that indicator to set that logical group A will open long positions and logical group B will open short positions. And after that, because I don't want to write these indicators again, I have to set them to be in logical groups all. That means they work with group A and group B. This is very complicated, and it is not the way for strategy builders is designed. It is designed to set strategy faster and easier. So I will close that. Because this is a very interesting pattern, it is very useful, I made a special custom indicator for that case. How to load custom indicators? We can go here to the repository, and from the repository, indicators, and these are the available custom indicators. Here, this is the indicator I made for that case, price moving average relation. This indicator is specially designed to find such relations between the bar prices and the moving averages. If you don't see this indicator here, or you have to reload the index, the program reloads the indicator index every 24 hours. And this indicator here is in the upper place because this is the last one I created, and our users, of course. But if you have more indicators, you have to arrange the indicators by title and to search on P. Why is that? Price moving average relation. Okay, that one. We see that this indicator also is available for with the MKO code, and it will work with exported expert advisors. For example, that one. It doesn't have this logo, so this indicator is not available for expert advisors. I press here load, and the indicator is loaded. Now I can use this indicator for strategies. Let's do that again. I'll set here the wall trading volume, like that one. We use bar opening, and now we set the setup much easier. Price moving average relation. Okay. What we have here in that indicator, we set a bar price to be higher than moving average or lower than moving average, and we set the moving average parameters and the bar reference price. We have here this time different settings for the bar reference price. Moving average will be always calculated on close price. Let's set here exponential moving average and bar reference price to be close for our first case here. So we have moving average with period 6 and the bar must closes above the faster moving average. So bar price is higher than moving average. Okay, and let's set the other condition. Price moving average relation. This time the bar will be lower than moving average, the bar price, and this will be close price. The moving average will be exponential, and period 14. Okay, and for the third condition, the same indicator, price moving average relation. Moving average is based on close, but we'll have this time high price of the bar. Moving average period 6, and the bar is lower. Okay, when you use that indicator, this indicator, when calculates the short positions, it takes the mirrored price also for the bar reference price. So for the long position we have high price, and for the short position we have low prices. We see that in the overview, but also I have to set here signal shift 1 because it happens one bar earlier. Why is that? Let's see something. The problem is that I don't set here moving average exponential. I saw here 3 moving averages, but they must be 2. So let's return here and set exponential moving average, and now everything must be okay. Let's see the overview. Okay, here the setup is much simpler and easier for understanding. We have when bar closes higher than moving average of 6, and bar closes lower than moving average of 14, and by bar high is lower than moving average of 6, we enter long position. Actually here we don't see that this bar shifted with 1 bar earlier, because this shift is out of actually the indicators parameters. This is a separate parameter, but we will see that on the chart. What we have for short entries, the bar must close lower than moving average of 6, and it must be higher than slow moving average with period of 14, and the low price must be higher than the faster moving average. Let's go to the indicator chart and see how it works. What we have here, short position, this low is above the moving average. After that the bar closes, the next bar closes inside, and we open short position. And here, this high here is below the moving average. This bar closes between the moving average, and we open long position at the beginning of the bar. We have here some gap here. Let's see another entries. Here the high is below, this closes here, and we open long position. And this is what is said here in the setup. It works for long and for short positions, but this is only a pattern for triggering the entry. This to be the complete strategy, we can specify here the entry price, and also we can set additional filters for filtering the entries, and to set some closing logic. How we can do that? Let's say first that strategy ought to be MA setup, price MA setup. Okay. What we can do? I'll show you how this setup works in MetaTrader, and the another thing, I'll clone this strategy, clone to a new tab, and I'll run the generator. I go to generator, and to use the generator to find a better to complete the strategy, to find the opening, closing, and other logic eventually. So I'll close this setup. When I run the generator, when these slots are closed, I close the slot by clicking on the slots. The generator will not change them. Let's run it. And now, this is, what is that? EURUSD H1 market. Also, in that setup, the market is not specified, and it may work. We can test this on different market. Okay, what? The generator already found something. What we have, he set, the generator sets top bottom price for entry. Enter one at the bottom price. What bottom price is that? Oops. Let's go to the editor. With this is the enter long at the bottom price. So actually we enter long at the low of previous day, and it will be shifted with 394 points. It's not looking very well. No problem. Actually, we can run the generator and to find a strategy. Let's try again. I'll run that again. By meantime, let's the generator working. I'll export that setup to see how it works in MetaTrader. I'll use that button here. Okay, the expert is exported, and this is MetaTrader 5. It's here. I open the editor. Okay. I will stop the generator because it takes the resources of my computer. Okay. This is the editor. How I call it? Price moving average setup. I open that, compile. In MetaTrader 5, you have to go to the editor, open the expert compile in order to see this expert in MetaTrader. Price moving average setup. We can run that expert here, automatic trading. This is the demo account. So the expert is loaded. But today is Sunday, the market is closed. I remove that expert here, and I'll start it in the back tester. Test. Okay, let's be M5 to see more entries. Every tick I will use here only last month. And start. I want to see only several entries and to see if they work okay. Okay, MetaTrader is working. I think this is enough. Let's see, I want to signals more. Quiet. Okay, stop. Close. And the backtest appears here in the chart. This is the backtest on MetaTrader on our setup. What I exported? I exported the original strategy where we have entered bar opening and exited bar closing. I do that because I want to see how the setup works. If you want to make a real expert, we have to export this one, it was generated by the generator. So let's return to MetaTrader. Okay, and when you export an expert advisors, they contain all indicators needed. But because I want to demonstrate how this works, I will set indicators on this chart only to see if whether the signals are correct. So I'll use moving average. Okay. Okay, period of 6 is the faster. How was the setup? The faster is blue. Okay, I'll set here blue. 6 exponential. Okay, and let's set another one with period of 14. Exponential, close, and I'll make it yellow. Okay. Now we have two moving averages. Let's see our signals. What we have here, this bar here, the high of this bar is below the moving average, the faster one. The next bar causes, let's zoom. Can I zoom more? No. The high of this bar is below the moving average. Next bar closes above the moving average but below the slow one, and we open long position here at bar opening. And our strategy closes at the end of the bar because this is the initial setup. Here we have also long position. This high is below, this high is above the moving average, and we enter long. Do we have short entry? Let's see. Here we have a short entry. The low is above the moving average. After that the bar closes below the moving average, and we open short position here. Everything is okay. So in that way we made this setup in Forex Strategy Builder. We can use the generator to generate additional opening filters, opening point of the position, exit indicators. We can set stop loss and take profit. We can set adding options. If you have additional questions, please post your questions in the forum. And if you like these videos, please subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.